Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. So now let's go to Glendale, Arizona, where Jim and Phil have the call.
And let's check in the latest from the sidelines. Here's Danielle Bellini.
Thanks, Jim. This Super Bowl can be a very distracting time for players and coaches. So I asked both teams, how have you been dealing with all of the distractions during this run up to Super Bowl 49? While they all admitted, yes, it's easy to get caught up in the media attention, they tell me they've been 100% focused on this game tonight. And guys, they all know what a special night this is, and they want to make the most of it by coming out with a win. Back to you.
Thanks, Danielle, and now we'll go to the field. So that means Devin Hester will be back for the opening kick. The Chiefs ready to get this action started. Hester, the return man here. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. Here is quarterback Matt Ryan, hoping to engineer the Atlanta Falcons back to prominence. Coming off only a 4-win season a year ago, but a year that was marked by injury to his star wideouts, Julio Jones and Roddy White. Jackson, they are all over him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 1 for this offense. One of the most consistent threats they've had since being a first-round pick in 2005 out of UAB is Roddy White.
If you give Matt Ryan the time to throw the football between Julio Jones and this guy who goes unnoticed sometimes, Roddy White, man, can they get it done. Roddy White is just a terrific wide receiver in the NFL.
Julio Jones with the grab. Spins out of the defender's clutches.
You got to be agile when you make these kind of catches, running these short drag routes across the field. That time we saw the agility of the receiver. Nice catch.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play.
Matt Ryan from the shotgun.
Almost intercepted. Ali is one of the leaders of this Kansas City defense.
That's right, he sure is, Jim. He went to Teaneck High School in New Jersey, right down the road from where I live, and he has been a solid pro for the Kansas City Chiefs.
It's Douglas, and at the 37, he'll be brought down.
And we got the mojo flowing today, don't we? You start out the game, it's early, you pick up a couple first downs, and you think you can't be stopped.
The Falcons at the line of scrimmage. Split backfield. Falcons from the 37.
Matt Ryan with the long pass down the field.
Well, I guess every once in a while you got to keep that single high safety back there alert. That time the quarterback shouldn't have thrown it. Almost got away with it, but the football was incomplete.
Second down after the incompletion.
Rodgers is in the backfield. Ryan takes it from the gun. Going for the home run. Almost intercepted.
I know we've all heard this phrase before. That's why they're playing defense, because they can't catch. Hey, the coaches don't care about that. When you get an opportunity, they want you to make the catch.
Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10.
Split backfield here.
Ryan standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Looking to the right side and throwing. Almost intercepted that time.
The defense did everything right in that situation. They were in the right spot. They were smart. They read the quarterback's eyes, but they dropped the pass.
The coach is going to go for it. It's a dime look for the defense on this play.
The Falcons from the 37.
Pass is intercepted. In on the stop. Coming onto the field for the Chiefs is quarterback Alex Smith, who found a home in Kansas City a year ago as Andy Reid entrusted Smith with his offense as Kansas City had one of the remarkable turnaround seasons in recent memory in the league. For the offense today, one of the quickest running backs the league has ever known, Jamal Charles.
He's quick, he's fast, he's underrated, he's underappreciated. What can you say about Jamal Charles? I think I just said it all.
Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10. Smith will have it in the pistol. The Chiefs this time will go with 2 tight ends. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down. They're set to punt it away now. Hester's going to look for space now. Martin's the one who brings him to the ground.
Well, returning punts is a tough job. It's about judgment. That time, that was poor judgment by the return man. Should have just had a fair catch and never tried to return that.
There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set.
Looking long to Julio Jones.
And that's a touchdown. First one of the game in the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl is like no other game out there. It's so big. The tension is so much more than the other playoff games. And when you score first, that is a big, big deal. More than anything, it's a great relief to get that out of the way.
Falcons getting ready to kick it off. Davis is going to test the coverage this time.
Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23.
First down coming up.
Alex Smith will take it right from the center.
They'll run it. Here's the handoff. Charles is met at the 23. It's now 2nd down. Quarters formation here for the defense. Here's the handoff. They'll mark him at the 29.
What that run does, it just puts the offense in a good situation. So a good, positive run.
Charles lined up in the backfield. Ball comes out, and the defense has it. He's brought to a halt.
Got to protect the football on the offensive side. When you don't protect it, the way these defensive players can run, you're going to get in trouble, and that time it results in a fumble.
First and goal from the 1. And this pass goes incomplete as he was looking short that time.
On defense, when you're a defensive back, it's so much about timing. That time he times it perfect, and he jumps up and knocks the ball down.
Second and goal at the 1.
He'll throw it over the middle. He's in for the touchdown, but there is a flag down. The defense will not decline. They will take the penalty.
Stepping up to the line at the 6-yard line. Third and goal at the 6.
Ryan over to Jones. Jones taken down.
Oh, my gosh. He should have scored that time. Gets tackled inside the 5-yard line. Now we'll see if the offense is good enough to push it in.
The kick is no good. No good.
So many times when you see these field goal kickers miss it, it's just about mechanics. What was it? Were the steps wrong? Did he plant his foot in the right spot? And you got to hit that football in the perfect spot, too. A little bit of everything went wrong that time.
Smith lining up in the pistol. 1st and 10. Jamal Charles carries the football.
Got to give the defense some credit on 1st down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
That's 2nd down coming up. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. The catch is made, and at the 49, he'll be brought down.
The quarterbacks and receivers in this NFL now are so good. It's so easy for them to throw and catch and just keep picking up those 1st downs.
1st down following the long play. Alex Smith looking long. And it's incomplete.
Well, you must, on the offensive side, throw the football deep 3 or 4 times a game. That time, they're just not able to connect on the deep throw.
And here we have 2nd down. Avant's lined up in the slot. Could have been intercepted. The 1st quarter comes to an end, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Quarters formation here for the defense. And the 2nd quarter is underway with this snap. Incomplete, almost going in the other direction.
Every quarterback in the NFL is going to have 1 or 2 passes a game that can be picked off. Most of the time they're dropped, and this time that was...
That timeout might be very useful for the offense. They're now ready to go. Jamal Charles is in the backfield. Got a flag down here.
Encroachment, defense.
Needing 5 to move the chains. The defense comes out in the nickel. The Chiefs have it at the 44. Makes the catch in open space.
Well, it's always about risk and reward. It is a risk to go for it on 4th down. When you pick it up, you feel like a genius, don't you?
They're back at the line after that catch for a 1st down. After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Oh, it almost picked off that time.
Well, Jim, I threw a lot of passes like that in my career where it should have been intercepted and the guy dropped it. You just go, yes, I got a break. Now can you capitalize on that break?
2nd down and 10. Throw to the left. Puts up 6.
There's no doubt about it. When you score like that to tie up the game, it shifts momentum. And it's all up now to the offense of the other team to get back out there and get the momentum back on their side.
They will not find a way into the end zone, so they'll only get 6 points out of the trip. Chiefs getting set for kickoff. They're setting up the return. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The Falcons come out for the next possession. Matt Ryan under center. Falcons from the 27. Ryan connects with Julio Jones on that one. And tackled down at the 43-yard line. The Falcons have done a fantastic job here of getting the football to one of their key targets. Jones been a favorite target, Phil.
He has. And listen, when you have that kind of talent on the outside. You got a quarterback that can put it on the money. The offensive line, they're having an outstanding day too. It adds up to a lot of receiving yards.
Second down following that incompletion. Offense lines up here. They're going to get him here for a sack.
There is nothing worse for a quarterback than have the pocket collapse. And that time they collapse on his left side. There's nothing he can do, and he goes down for the sack.
Third down here. Offense trying to pick up the first. Smith nearly comes away with the pick on that pass.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? Third and long, they can do just about anything, and it's going to work, and they stop the offense that time.
All set to punt here. Thomas got it now. Stiff arms to stay on his feet. Thomas is tackled down at the 24. The Chiefs come to the line to start this drive at the 24. Smith's going to be in the pistol here. Avant's going to get set in the slot for this snap. Can't hold on here as this ball's incomplete.
I know he has a lot of talent, but this has to be so frustrating to the quarterback and coaches too. Because when you're wide open like that and drop that pass, that's tough to take.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. Alex Smith will take it right from the center. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Play action, and he's taken down.
There's nothing worse to a quarterback than having offensive linemen getting driven back in his way. That time the right side of the line collapses, and it leads to a sack of the QB.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. Ball's incomplete. Fourth down coming up. Looks like we'll go 3 and out on this series. They bring back out the offense to go for it. Smith setting up now in the pistol. Intercepted! He stacked up at that point.
Jim, this defense is just attacking today. They got the offense backed up. They go after them. They're aggressive. And what does it do for them? It gets them an interception inside the opponent's 20-yard line.
First down at the 23. And incomplete. What a hit that time.
Jones has really hit hard that time. And I know the football hit his hands, but when a defender times it perfectly like that, with that much power and speed going into that receiver, you are going to let that football go. That's human nature. Really good job by the defensive player.
They load it up now. Bring out the jumbo formation. Catch made. Brought down after a gain of 6.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the open guy short. They get the completion. They still do not get the first down, though.
Roger lined up in the backfield. 3rd and 4. He's looking to the right here on this throw.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit, knocks that football loose.
Drives it through for the field goal.
You got to take advantage of good field position. The offense doesn't do it that time. I know they get 3 points out of it. Nice kick, but still a letdown for the offense.
Davis running this one out. And the tackle's made
right around the 25-yard line. The Chiefs getting set now for their next series. Quarters formation here for the defense. Now 1st and 10. And he's forced to the ground.
Really good job by the defensive coordinator. Good time to call that blitz. Catches the offense by surprise, and they just outnumber them, and they get to the quarterback, and they take him down.
And we've reached the 2-minute warning. 2nd down coming up. Offense lines up here. Down the field. Ball's picked up. Tackles made.
Give a lot of credit to the defense this time. They got the offense backed up. It's inside its own 20. They're aggressive, and being aggressive gives them a chance to get the interception, and they make it. Nice play.
Steven Jackson lined up in the backfield. Still got it after the play action. Very nearly intercepted.
Well, the defense has to be depressed after that play, because when you get a chance to get off the field, get a turnover, and get the offense off the field, man, you got to take advantage of situations like that.
We'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. Touchdown, Atlanta Falcons.
Well, it was a long throw and catch by the quarterback and receiver, but that was absolutely awful coverage by the defense. They were out of position, and they give up the long touchdown throw.
Driving extra point is good. The Falcons defense will be ready to come back out in a moment. The offense making sure their efforts weren't wasted on the last drive, making good on the interception, and putting points on the scoreboard. And Davis has got it on the return. And he runs it out to about 27 before he's taken down. The Chiefs bring their offense back onto the field for their next drive. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. 1st and 10. Alex Smith looking long, and it falls incomplete.
Well, even though they didn't get to completion, I like the fact that they tried to throw the football deep down the field. Keep that defense off balance.
The Chiefs from the 27, trying to work that left side. Almost intercepted.
I know we've all heard this phrase before. That's why they're playing defense, because they can't catch. Hey, the coaches don't care about that. When you get an opportunity, they want you to make the catch.
That last pass incomplete, and it brings up 3rd down. Quarters formation here for the defense. Throws the pass. Incomplete as he was looking short. Dustin Colquitt looks ready to boot this one away. Hester's going to try and return this punt. That's a gain of 6. They face 1st down. To Jones. Johnson's in on the tackle. Falcons have clearly been focusing on getting some of their big weapons involved here in the 1st half. Jones has been a menace out there in the secondary with huge 1st half totals.
He does have a lot of talent. That's why they try to get the football to him. But the play design by the offensive coordinator, outstanding. That's why we're seeing such a big game from the wide receiver.
This will be 2nd down. Jackson takes his spot in the backfield. And he's thrown to the ground.
Not a good job by the quarterback that time. Inside of 2 minutes in the 1st half, you got to get rid of the football. If nobody's open, just throw it away. That time, he loses yards by taking the sack.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. Matt Ryan with the long pass down the field. Almost intercepted.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. Third and long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
Going for it on fourth down. Matt Ryan under center. The Falcons from the 37. Looking across the middle. And intercepted. He's brought down.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled. Being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
The Chiefs snap it at the 41. A takeaway. Rock for a loss on that play.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
Split backfield here. Ryan from the gun. Throws to the right. Intercepted! They bring him to the turf.
Johnson's able to show off those great hands and picking off that pass from the linebacker position. What a job and what a pair of hands.
First and goal from the 8.
Smith connects with Bo, and they are in on Bo. The Chiefs defense now trying to keep him out of the end zone and prevent this game from tightening up.
Well, let's see if they can keep them out of the end zone. This defense, when the offense gets inside the 10-yard line, they have not been very good. We'll see if they can change that here and make a play.
The defense loading up on the line, getting set for this snap. And incomplete pass that time as he threw it short. That does it here for the first half. Chiefs trail in this one. Fields the football at the 3. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. First down, offense readying for the snap. Charles lined up in the backfield. Deep down the field to Bo, and it falls incomplete.
Quarterback has a strong arm, but I am starting to question his touch. Need a little more touch on those deep passes. That time he overthrows the receiver.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. The defense gets the sack.
Well, you see the defense is going to blitz, and you can't pick it up. As a quarterback, you've got to change the pass protection. Remember, protect yourself at all times. He didn't do it, so he goes down.
Looking to the right side and throwing. Almost intercepted that time.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? Third and long, they can do just about anything, and it's going to work, and they stop the offense that time.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback. And he's intercepted. That'll stop the play right there.
When you get an opportunity like this, you want to take advantage of it. The defense did. The opportunity was there. They get a chance to intercept the football. They do. Now can their offense take advantage of this situation?
Matt Ryan under center. First down at the 36. Can't find the target on the pass underneath. Jones put in an incredible effort at the wideout position today, Phil.
He's just one of those wide receivers. No matter if it's the first quarter or the fourth quarter, he does not slow down. It's full speed ahead all the time for him.
Failing to complete that one. So second down here. coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. To the outside, the catch is made. Jones been option 1, 2, and 3 on offense today, Phil, as he just keeps piling up receptions at the wideout position.
Jim, he just has that special skill. He knows how to get open, and the quarterback is putting the football on the money.
At it for a moment, but the ball is knocked out, incomplete.
Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
Second down after the incompletion. Steven Jackson lined up in the backfield. Unable to bring it in.
Sometimes you wonder how can they drop passes in the NFL, college football, or high school, because the gloves these receivers wear, they are magnificent when it comes to helping you catch the football. So that's a big drop. When you get open, you got to make the catch.
Ryan's going to keep it. Scores the touchdown.
Well, what a play for the touchdown, and I'll tell you, in the NFL, there's so many good players on offense now, you can never have enough points, so keep padding on that lead. Good job. Good score.
Over eager, trying to block that kick, and it'll cost him. Davis going to run this one out. And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. The Chiefs now bring their offense back onto the field for the next drive. Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime. Jamal Charles is in the backfield. First down at the 19. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Smith can't find a man open that time.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
Alex Smith will take it right from the center. Smith connects with Avery.
Well, they complete the pass, Jim, but doesn't get the first down. Sooner or later, you got to throw one down the field.
Charles is lined up as the single back. The Chiefs snap it up at the 26. Avant's got it. First down.
Nothing like it when you throw a short pass as a quarterback and get a long play out of it, because it looks like a terrific throw and catch on the stat sheet. Good job that time by the short receiver, making a long gain out of it.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback. Gets it out with a foot race to the end zone. The 30. He's got some daylight. Charles takes the hit and is brought down.
What a nice throw and catch that time, but here it just shows you why you want to have a lot of speed on the defensive side. So when you make a mistake, what do? You make up for it by chasing the player down from behind and making the tackle.
Got the completion. That gains a few. That was a nice reception, but not enough for the first down. Second down coming up. Smith dumps it off to Charles. Kansas City takes it across.
Good job by the offensive coordinator calling those plays. Leads to a touchdown. They're just slowly chipping away at this lead. Now can their defense come out and help them out?
Count it. The Falcons returners are back deep. They still have that big lead. Scores 24-13. Hester will run this one out. Nice tackle. First down here. coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time.
They knock him down, and he's still 2 yards short of the first.
Both secondaries have really stepped up today, Phil.
Yeah, they have. It's so hard to be a defensive back in the NFL to cover some of the fastest runners in the world to do that. And also we know they can't touch them either, so they're having an outstanding day.
Julio Jones with the grab. Falcons have come up with some big plays in the passing game. Jones has had big plays all over this field today, Phil.
He's like the shooting guard, Jim, in basketball. If he's making a lot of shots, let him keep shooting. So they have found a way, keep getting the football in his hands.
The defense needed to slow this game down. That timeout might be very useful. Now they're ready to go.
First down here after the completion. Jackson's in the backfield. Single back set.
A spectacular catch. Jones is tackled down after a gain of 5. And what a catch that time, partner.
Nothing surprises it anymore. These guys are so talented. You're right. Spectacular catch.
Second down now.
Rodgers is in the backfield. Lions back in shotgun formation.
He'll fire it out to the left. Intercepted. The tackle is made.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
It's first down as they head to the line.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback.
Close game right now, partner, and you look at the matchup at running back, and neither one of them has really been all that effective.
No, Jim, they have not been. I'll say this to the running backs, to the coaches, to the offensive line, everybody. Stay patient, stay with the run game, and I think it will work.
2nd and 13. Smith connects with Bo, and he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion.
Quickly to the line. Airing it out. He caught it. Huge yardage picked up, and finally tackled at the end.
Good job by the offense. They're in the red zone. They're down by more than 7. But the defense, can you stop them and just give up the field goal try?
Touchdown. And this game just got a whole lot more interesting.
Well, it's first and goal. I think a lot of defenses are thinking run here. And so the offense, they call a nice play. Very deceptive. They throw the football and they get the easy touchdown pass.
And they will not convert here on the 2-point conversion. Good stand by the defense. The Falcons in kick return formation.
Hesper's going to test the coverage here. The Falcons bring their offense back onto the field for their next drive. Matt Ryan under center. First down at the 17.
Could have been intercepted.
The defense did everything right in that situation. They were in the right spot. They were smart. They read the quarterback's eyes, but they dropped the pass.
Second down following that incompletion. And looking underneath, this will go incomplete. Third down on the way.
Roger lined up in the backfield.
Dropping back 3. It's Douglas. Finally, a third down conversion. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Here's the first snap after the big play. That's an interception. And he's brought to the ground.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
Deep down the field to Bo. That ball has been picked off. Spins out of the tackle.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
Jackson takes his spot in the backfield. Out to the left. To Jones. Smith's there that time for the tackle. The Falcons continue to pass the football, and when they have, they've looked in one familiar direction. Jones has been the top target, and he's been very strong in this game.
The offense, what a tremendous design they've had here today. They've had many ways to get this football to the wide receiver, and he has done a good job of taking advantage of it. Well, the defense, they give up a first down there. They're behind. They just can't sit back there and keep bending. You got to take some chances. Go on the offensive, on the defensive side, and just make things happen.
An extra tight end on the field for this one. Back to the air here on first down. Interception. That brings the play to an end.
Nice job for the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
Offense lines up here. The Chiefs take it from the 43. But the hit knocks the ball out.
Let's just tell it like it is, Jim Nance. His receiver's not a very tough guy because he gets hit. It should have been a complete pass, but he gets hit. He just throws that football on the ground, and the pass is incomplete.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback.
That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete.
Smith's got it on the play action. That's a huge third down conversion, especially after all of the failures leading up to this point.
The Chiefs, good job that time moving the chains, picking up that first down. And, Jim, of course, there's no time to panic in a situation like this. I think they know that. It's in the second half. You're down just a few points. Just keep looking for ways to get another first down, and that'll serve your team well.
As we see the stats now, you really like what both guys have been able to do at wideout today, Phil.
Yeah, they have been spectacular out there on the field. The numbers are awesome. This league, once again, we know it's about the pass, and we saw it here today.
Second down coming up. Smith's unable to connect that time.
Tim, I love these situations. Third and goal, what are they going to call? They're going to run the football. They're going to go with the pass. And if it is a pass, I would look for something quick.
Coming up to the line at the 7. He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback.
Big decision for the coach this time, Jim. You failed on third and goal. What do? Do you go for it? I say you call the play and you try to put up 7 points.
The offense is going to stay on the field now for this 4th and 7. Makes the grab. Touchdown.
That time on 4th and goal, the offense goes for it. The defense is all excited. They want to try to stop them, and they make bad mistakes and give up the touchdown.
So they give up the touchdown, but they do not allow the 2-point play.
Yeah, good job that time by the defense. So quick and so ready for that play. They reacted very fast. That's why they stopped it.
Hester will run this one out.
Falcons getting ready now to start their drive. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. Ryan still has it. Incomplete, almost going in the other direction.
Every quarterback in the NFL is going to have one or two passes a game that can be picked off. Most of the time they're dropped, and this time that was a bad drop by the defense.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. Jackson's lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback. Looks to his left. Oh, and almost picked off that time.
Well, Jim, I threw a lot of passes like that in my career where it should have been intercepted and the guy dropped it. You just go, yes, I got a break. Now can you capitalize on that break?
Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10. Matt Ryan under center. White's got it, and a first. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains.
The Falcons look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Down a couple points here in the second half. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
Very nearly intercepted.
Well, the defense has to be depressed after that play because when you get a chance to get off the field, get a turnover, and get the offense off the field, man, you got to take advantage of situations like that.
Failing to complete that one, so... Second down here. Time is beginning to fade, but the quarterback knows his team still. Pass is intercepted. Good piece of tackling.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
We're late in the fourth, and the offense is just trying to sit on the lead. First down at the 49. He's got the catch. It's there to take him down.
Well, here we are in the second half of a tight game, and you always hear this control. The tempo of the game, just move the chains, and that's what the offense did that time. Picked up the first down and just keep marching from here.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. He'll keep it on the play fake. Underneath, but can't find the mark that time as the pass goes incomplete. Second down after the incompletion. If they're going to have any chance at all here late in the fourth, the defense must make a big stop and give the ball back to the offense. Smith still got it on the play action. It's intercepted. In on the stop. We've hit the 2-minute warning in the second half. They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. Now on first down. Every snap crucial the rest of the way. Looking long to Julio Jones. Pulls it in. And that's Johnson.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Ryan's Falcons. Now we'll take you out to the Georgia Dome for this matchup.
Now as we go to the field, it's Devin Hester back deep for the kickoff. Matt Bosher ready to kick it away to start the game. He'll have a chance to take off. Taken down at about the 33, maybe the 34-yard line. Trotting onto the field. He has thrown for over 4,000 yards, 3 consecutive seasons. Quarterback Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan is noted to be more of a timing throwing quarterback, but this guy, when you give him a chance, he knows how to air it out and hit receivers in stride. In this league now, you got to keep these wide receivers and quarterbacks guessing. You just can't come out there and play man-to-man every play and think that's going to work. You got to mix in some zones, some blitzes, and then occasionally go man-to-man cover.
Almost intercepted. And the offense here in this one will be looking to put points on the board in bunches. Second down following that incompletion. Rodgers is in the backfield. Matt Ryan from the shotgun. Wants to go deep. Ball's picked off. He's brought to a halt. Coming on to the field, he has been a model of consistency since coming into the league out of Boston College. Quarterback Matt Ryan.
Size is a talent when you talk about quarterbacks in this league, and Matt Ryan every bit of 6'5", and he plays tall, stands tall. One of the reasons why he has success.
Jones taken down.
When you run that drag route across the field, it is not as easy as it looks. You're running fast. You have to catch the football right in stride, and you cannot see what's in front of you.
Keeps it here. He stacked up at that point.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Here we've got two teams who will look to their running backs if they want to control the pace of the game. It's the Giants going up against the Falcons. So let's go now to Atlanta, Georgia, where Jim and Phil are on the call.
Parker's going to be deep here for the opening kick. Matt Bosher ready to kick it away to start the game. Parker's going to test the coverage this time. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. And leading the Giants onto the field is quarterback Eli Manning, a two-time Super Bowl winner, two-time Super Bowl MVP.
Eli Manning has shown over the years one of his greatest attributes is the fact that he will throw the football down the field high and give his receivers a chance to run under it and make the catch.
The Giants now move the chains.
Wide receivers get scared sometimes running that slant route. They know their linebackers inside running towards them because they're watching the quarterback's eyes.
First down and 10. Play action, Manning. Catch made. Going to take it the distance. The 20. And in for the touchdown.
When we're talking about some of the fastest humans on earth, and we take into account you can't touch them or breathe on them, that's how they're able to get open and make so many catches.
The Giants now will tack on the extra point. The point after is good. Hester's running this one out. And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. At quarterback, he holds virtually every Atlanta record for single season and career records. Quarterback, Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan knows how to throw the football in rhythm. In other words, when he drops back and it's time to let it go, he does not hesitate. Good quick release and an accurate thrower.
Split backfield here. Ryan takes it from the gun. He'll throw it over the middle. That picks up about 3. That little throw was good for only 3, so it's now 2nd down and 7. Split backfield here. They break through, tackle him behind the line. It'll be 3rd down. The Falcons come out with a split backfield. The Falcons get a 1st down.
It takes really good corners to play a defense where you challenge the wide receivers and just play them man-to-man coverage. I don't think this defense has that kind of quality corner.
That catch good for a 1st down.
Anytime you have a play-action pass as a quarterback, make sure you sell that fake and then look up, find that coverage, decide where to throw the football. That was a nice job that time.
Halfway through this 1st quarter now. Ryan over to Douglas. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
Well, it was man-to-man coverage. Bad job by the defense. The defensive back so slow, no chance of keeping up with the wide receiver.
Falcons line up, split backfield. Makes the catch in the open field. Tackles made.
What's the old expression? Just move the chains. That's what they did with that throw and catch that time, Jim. And also gives them a chance for 3 more downs.
Ryan from the gun throws the pass. Beeson's able to swat the pass away.
Good job by the linebacker that time. Saw the receiver coming in his area, read the quarterback, and in wonderful position to knock the pass down.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. Jackson's lined up behind his quarterback as the single back. Almost intercepted.
I know we've all heard this phrase before. That's why they're playing defense, because they can't catch. Hey, the coaches don't care about that. When you get an opportunity, they want you to make the catch.
This will be the 8th play of this drive. The jumbo set on the field. Keeps it here. Almost intercepted that time.
The defense did an awesome job that time. They had the right defense call. And that time the defender almost picked off the pass. Good job by the defense.
4th down and 10, and they're going to go for it. Split backfield here. Matt Ryan from the shotgun.
Julio Jones with the grab.
You must be very creative in the red zone when it comes to the passing game. Formations, movement, do whatever it takes to give your players an advantage. That time they get a nice play call, they throw the pass and complete it for a good solid pickup.
Mounting a serious drive.
First and goal from the 3.
Gives it to Steven Jackson.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Marching down the field and taking their time.
Second and goal from the 6.
Throwing now to his left.
This will be ruled incomplete. Didn't get the feet down.
Can the defense come up big in a situation like this? They got a 7-point lead. I think you need to be aggressive, attack this offense.
Breaking huddle at the 6.
Play after play after play here on this drive.
Third and goal from the 6.
A takeaway. He's brought down. Touchback now as the ball comes out to the 20.
You got to stay aggressive on the defensive side. That time the defense did. Even though the offense was going in to score, they come up with the big play, and they get the interception inside their own 20-yard line.
First down at the 20. He's looking to the right here on this throw. Should have had it. That leads us to second down.
The Giants come out and a bunch set.
Looking across the middle, has his target.
Well, that's a nice completion by the offense. And what it does, it just puts them in a more manageable situation so they can pick up that third down.
This is third down. Quarters formation here for the defense.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap.
And Lowry's there to make the tackle.
It's obvious that the game plan coming in was let's get the football in the hands of our wide receiver early. And often.
Shoot, if it was me, I'd say get that football to him every game. That would be my priority because he's one of the best ones in the NFL. And once he catches the football, look at it.
The defense gets a sack.
Well, I don't know who made the mistake that time, the quarterback or the running backs. They go out on the pass. The blitz comes by the defense. Not enough blockers on the offensive side. And the defense wins out. And they take the QB down.
Second down. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. He'll throw it over the middle. Reaches up high for it, and he's got the catch.
The Giants have tried to lean on the passing attack so far. Beckham's been a favorite of his quarterback, and he's proven why he deserves to be targeted so often today.
You're right. He deserves to be targeted because he is one of the better wide receivers in the NFL. And when he catches it, look out. He can get yards after the catch.
The Giants are leading in this one, and a lot of that goes back to the play of this quarterback, Phil. Manning's been on the mark to this point.
He has. He's one of the better throwers in the NFL. When you give him time like he's had here so far today, he is going to put it right on target.
Beckham seemingly caught everything thrown his way today, Phil.
He has caught everything thrown his way, Jim. Listen, this guy has some of the best hands in the NFL.
Offense lines up here. 1st and 10. He dives into the end zone for the score.
Good job on that touchdown that time, and I tell you, there's nothing like being on top of the other team and make them chase you.
Extra point is good. Manning's resting on the sidelines as his defense will be coming out momentarily. He simply picked apart the secondary on that last scoring drive. Catches it at the 2 and starts his return. And they're all over him at the 18-yard line. The Falcons ready to take over the football. Split backfield here. 1st down at the 18. Makes the reception. Jackson's brought down after picking up only a yard.
Jim, when you have a quarterback that is accurate as this guy is, when he sees man-to-man coverage, he is going to get the completion.
The Falcons are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback. Intercepted! They bring him to the turf.
Anytime. Backed up on the offensive side, the quarterback's got to be extremely careful, because if you turn it over, you're just giving points to your opponent. That time a bad decision by the quarterback, and he throws an easy interception for the defense.
Now 1st and 10. Finds his mark. Gains 16.
That's a nice job by the offense there. The 1st down, keep those chains moving, give yourself 3 more opportunities.
The defense comes out in the dime. 1st and 10. Throws the pass. And he's intercepted. That'll stop the play right there.
Wonderful job by the defense that time. They stayed after it. And inside their own 20, they finally come up with the play. They get the interception, and they keep the other team from getting points on the board.
There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. Ryan's pass will go for an incompletion.
That's what you expect in the NFL nowadays from the players, especially these receivers. They're so aggressive, so athletic. They go all out for every catch. That time, he just lets it all go. Not able to make the catch, but I'll give him an A for effort.
Matt Ryan under center. They're going to get him here for a sack.
Good job with his safety getting that sack. I'll say this. He can tackle, he can cover, and he's shown us he can blitz too and get to the quarterback.
The defense pushed the offense back with that sack, and they'll need now 14 yards on 3rd down.
They load it up now. Bring out the jumbo formation. To Jones. Jones met at the 30.
You just can't sit back there and play conservative defense in the NFL. The quarterbacks and receivers are too good. 3rd and over 10 yards, you play safe and you give up the first down.
Matt Ryan with the intercepted. Nice tackle.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
Quarters formation here for the defense. First down at the 29. Play fake. Has his man. Picks up 8 here.
Good job that time by the quarterback. Looks down the field, nobody open, so he throws the drag route coming across the field, and it's a nice catch, just short of the first down.
And Cruz is lined up now as a slot receiver. Keeps it here. On the money.
That'll put them in what we call plus territory.
You got to be able to adjust when you run these drag routes across the field. The throw cannot always be right on target. Can you reach behind, make the catch, and keep going full speed? That's the sign of a good receiver.
First down and 10. Play fake. Makes the catch. Beckham's brought down, but has the first.
The key to being a really good route runner and running these drag routes across the field is show some courage. Don't worry about what's in front of you. The quarterback will take care of that.
They've come out in the dime package.
The Giants have it at the 29. Manning's got the football after the play fake.
Touchdown, New York Giants.
Terrible job by the defense. Lack of hustle, bad tackling, you name it. They allowed the short throw and catch to go all the way down the field for a score.
Inside of the uprights.
Falcons have made things difficult for themselves in the second half. And now the return team is ready to see if they can perhaps get anything ignited before the intermission. The score's 21-0.
Hester will run this one out. Slides off the hit. Breaks the tackle.
Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23.
They come to the line, and it's first down. Split backfield here.
Ryan's going to take it from the gun.
That's an interception. Throws out the arm. The tackle is made.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
The Giants will take the snap from the 25.
Manning's looking to go down the field here,
But it's incomplete.
In the NFL, you got to throw the football deep down the field, but the quarterback he overthrows it.
and now they'll try over again on second down. Ready for intermission. First, one more play.
Keeps it on the play fake. Catch made.
Well, I tell you, it's getting ugly out here.
It was a short route by the receiver. He catches it and goes all the way down the field and scores. touchdown, and the quarterback looks at the coach and goes, hey, it was a heck of a throw.
And the point after is good. That does it for the first half. Falcons trail in this one. Brown will be kicking off momentarily as we get the second half underway. Hester's going to run this one out. And he's met head on right there at the 20. The Falcons are set for their next possession. Steven Jackson lined up in the backfield. Play action. Ryan over to Jones. Shakes past the defender. It's wide open. Jones taken down.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
First down here after the completion. They'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. Ryan connect. 6 in the books.
Well, that's a good touchdown by the offense there. And, you know, and what it's done, it's gotten this game closer. Gives them confidence, and confidence is a dangerous thing. We'll see if they can keep moving forward after this.
Jones now on the sidelines as the kicking team comes out. He's proving to be a tough cover today. On that drive alone, he picked up over 80 yards receiving. The defense will need to try to do a better job of not losing him in coverage moving forward because he's starting to dominate. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Giants offense heads on to the field. It's a dime look for the defense on this play. First down at the 22. Manning's got it after the play fake. On the money. Beckham's been a busy receiver today as he's flown through this secondary on his way to a big game, Phil.
He has everything you want in a wide receiver. First off, he's fast. He's able to make sharp cuts. And he has a good pair of hands. That's going to lead to a lot of catches and a lot of yards.
Nickel formation here for the defense. Manning's able to fake into the line and still has it. And he's brought to the ground. The Giants have created chances for themselves in the passing attack today. Manning's done everything he can to keep his team on top.
He has been so efficient here today. Very smart, making decisions. And when you put those two things together, that's why your football team is winning.
Third down and 1. Looking across the middle. Another third down conversion. The offense continues to come through in the clutch. The Giants continue to look to their top target on the day. Beckham's been involved in so many of them, Phil.
Jim, you're right. He knows how to get open. He's one of the best in the NFL. He's got a great pair of hands, and what a day he is having so far.
First down at the 47. Has his target. Spins away from contact. Got the first, and he's got some space. He's tackled right at the 31. With that pass and catch, we see a receiver approaching history. He's been absolutely incredible today.
Jim, he has been incredible. Just what he has done once he's caught the football, making big runs, making spectacular catches. And now the way offenses are designed in the NFL, that 50 yards, they can figure out ways to get him that football to give him a chance to break the record.
The Giants snap it at the 31. Got the completion. He's got the first down yardage. Looking at the stats now, you see 2 wide receivers who have filled the role of being a #1 option today.
Yeah, you always want one wide receiver to step up for your football team and focus on him and see if he can get it done. But I'll tell you this, in the NFL now, you need 3 good wide receivers on every single team.
And there's Cruz. That brings the play to an end.
The Giants offensive coordinator does a good job that time calling the pass. Down here in the red zone, caught the defense off guard. They got the completion for a good gain.
First and goal from the 5. In the promised land. Touchdown.
Well, you can never score too many points. Even though you're winning big, never take anything for granted. Nice job by the offense, driving down and getting another touchdown.
The Giants getting set for the extra point. The point after try is in the books. Josh Brown about to boot it down the field.
Steps up and fields it at the 2. And they're all over him at the 18-yard line. First down on the way. Jackson takes his spot in the backfield. Still got it after the play action. They have this one covered up, and it's going to set them back for a loss.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
Matt Ryan under center.
2nd and 12. Throws to the right.
Can't hold on here as it goes incomplete.
Harris is going to go back to the huddle and look at all his teammates and go, my bad. Well, they know it's your bad. Everybody, even the offensive linemen, they saw you were open and you dropped the pass that was right to you. But, hey, that's the way it goes. You know, you got to keep the confidence up. I think he will, and I'm sure the football will find its way towards him again soon.
The jumbo set on the field. 3rd down and 12. Could have been intercepted.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. 3rd and long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
Matt Bosher ready to punt.
Beckham's got it on the return. He's taken down at the 42.
The Giants get ready to start their drive. Quarters formation here for the defense.
First down at the 42. Manning's going to keep it up in the air, and he's got the catch.
Good piece of tackling.
Beckham is the one who is down, and will step aside for just a moment.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Moore's there to take him down.
All right, coaches, don't get greedy. Be decisive over there on the sideline. Do what's best for your football team. Keep getting those first downs and letting that clock just keep running. You got a big lead here in the second half. Don't take any chances.
McLean's going to make the tackle.
That's a good job by the wide receiver, running the drag route across the field. These are not easy throws for the quarterback, but he sticks it right on him for the completion.
Coming up, 2nd down. Second down here.
The final quarter underway now with this snap. And he's taken down.
What a good scheme that time by the defense. They confuse the offense. They blitz. They don't know who to pick up. And how about the defender? They must love this. Coming in free and gets a good clean shot on the QB and gets a sack.
Manning's got it on the play action. That's been the story of this game. Another 3rd down conversion to move the chains. The Falcons have come up with some big plays in the passing game. Beckham had big plays all over this field today, Phil.
He's like the shooting guard, Jim, in basketball. If he's making a lot of shots, let him keep shooting. So they have found a way to keep getting the football in his hands. to throw the football down the field once you get in the red zone. That time the quarterback, well, he knows that. And he looks down there, nobody open deep, throws it short, and they get a nice solid pickup on that play call.
And they score again here to pad the lead. And again with that touchdown on their latest drive, we have a quarterback zeroing in on the single game pass touchdown record.
Wow, I like his chances of getting it, don't you? The way they are playing on the offensive side, the way they're calling plays, and the way the quarterback is just throwing the football pinpoint, accurate, any type of pass you need, he comes up with it. This is fun to watch.
He'll take it from the 1. And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21. First down here. There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set.
Eyeing that left side.
Ryan over to Jones.
And he's brought down right at the 42.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
Steven Jackson lined up in the backfield. Looking long to Julio Jones. And there's a great catch. Amukamara is there to make the tackle.
All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
Let's see how they back up the big play here. Jackson, Beeson's the one who made the big stop. Handing the ball off hasn't been something that's worked for either one of these teams today, Phil.
Well, what you have to show on the offensive side when you want to run the football, you got to show some determination. And the guys on the offensive side just get tougher and make it work.
They load it up now. Bring out the jumbo formation. Pulls it in. Brought down after a gain of 6. We've got a player down, so we'll step aside and be back in just a moment. Third down. Jackson's lined up in a single back formation.
That ball has been picked off.
In on the stop. It'll be a touchback.
This defensive coordinator, he is one aggressive dude. He keeps going after this offense and finding them. He gets the interception inside their own 20-yard line and stops the offense from getting any points.
First down coming up. Offense lines up here. He'll keep it on the play fake, and he's forced to the ground.
That's a bad job by the offense that time. There's no doubt about it. The blitz by the defense, they do not do a good job of finding out where everybody's blitzing from. They let a guy come free, and that free blitzer, or as we call them, free runners, he gets the hit on the QB and takes him down.
Keeps it here. He has the grab. McClain's there to make the stop. They complete the pass, but still not enough for the first. Third down coming up. And now we reach the 2-minute warning. Now looking at third down. Quarters formation here for the defense. Play action, Manning. The defense had that one covered.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? Third and long, they can do just about anything, and it's going to work. And they stopped the offense that time.
Looking to the right side and throwing. Interception. He's brought to a halt.
Jim, this defense is just attacking today. They got the offense backed up. They go after them. They're aggressive. And what does it do for them? It gets them an interception inside the opponent's 20-yard line.
Throw to the left. Unbelievable grab. Jones taken down.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
Underneath, but can't find a mark that time as the pass goes incomplete.
Anytime your team is down, you're inside the other team's red zone, you look for one of your star players, your quarterback, wide receiver, or running back. They need to make a big play here.
Second and goal to go from the 1.
That's a touchdown. Able to take it across from just a couple of yards out.
Well, it's a nice touchdown drive by the offense. They're still behind, but I got to say this to the defense. You're just giving up. You're letting them march down there and letting them get back in the game. Toughen up and get it done.
The Giants prepared to return the kickoff. He's got a chance to return this one.
And he's tackled right at the 30-yard line after that return. The Giants ready now to start their next series. Take it here from the 30.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. 1st and 10.
Keeps it here.
He'll throw it over the middle.
The Giants now move the chains.
The defense has been trying to slow him down, but they just can't defend him. In fact, Tommy Spencer now hands me the note. That is the new record for the most catches in a single NFL game.
Wow, that is incredible to watch what he has done here today. You said it. Double teams. They've even tried to take a triple team. Every once in a while, nothing can stop him. What a great day for him.
And Cruz is in the slot. Now 1st and 10.
Manning still got it on the play action. He's tackled right at the 48.
This quarterback is not going to throw it down the field unless somebody is wide open. That time, nobody's wide open, so he throws it short and gets a few yards.
2nd down, 4 to go.
Looking to go deep. Incomplete.
Good try. Throw it deep down the field. It's a beautiful throw, but he just goes incomplete.
On the way, 3rd down. Quarters formation here for the defense. Throws the pass.
Eli Manning out to Victor Cruz.
I think the coach on the sidelines, he's going to be happy with every 1st down because he knows that's more time off the clock. When you're up like this, multiple scores in the 2nd half, every 1st down just puts the odds in your favor of winning this game.
The Giants from the 32. Play fake.
Looking across the middle.
Underneath and incomplete that time.
It's now 2nd down. This will be the final snap.
Keeps it here.
He'll throw it over the middle. Brings it into his body. He's stacked up at that point.